Diana is often remembered for everything that happened after her meeting with Prince Charles. The whirlwind courtship, the show-stopping wedding, the dramatic breakup, and her death. Diana's upbringing was posh, but it wasn't always happy. Her mother, Frances, left her father for another man. She lived mostly with her father after that, though he apparently left her to the care of nannies and boarding schools. What was her life like before she became one of the world's most beloved figures? Born to two wealthy parents on the 1st of July 1961, Lady Diana Spencer grew up adjacent to the aristocracy. Though she first met Prince Charles at the age of 16, she knew many people in his family. Queen Elizabeth II was her brother's godmother, and she played with Charles's brothers as a child. Charles, then 17, once interrupted 5-year-old Diana's tea party with Andrew. The Spencers have been a prominent family since the 15th and 16th century, according to a book about the family's history. They made their initial fortune with sheep farming and never lost that fortune. In 1975, Diana earned the title of Lady when her grandfather died, and her father became the 8th Earl Spencer. Clearly, Diana's childhood was one of privilege and esteem, but was it joyful? One of her nannies weighed in with her opinion: Diana had a happy, secure childhood. From the moment I met her and worked with the family, I saw she was helpful, laughing, exuberant, loved by both her parents, and the apple of her father's eye. Her former nanny, Mary Clark, wrote. However, Diana's brother, the current Earl Spencer, disagrees with that rosy picture.
Diana had 4 siblings, including a sister who dated Prince Charles.
Diana's father, John Spencer, was the 8th Earl Spencer. Her mother, Frances Ruth Roche, was the daughter of Maurice Roche and was even wealthier than the Spencers. Queen Elizabeth attended their wedding in 1954. Like Diana, Frances was a young bride. She was only 18 when she married John, who was 30. The Spencers had 5 children, including Diana. Their 3rd child, John, died as an infant, devastating Diana's mother. Diana grew up with her 2 sisters, Lady Sarah and Lady Jane, and her brother Charles. Before Diana became involved with Prince Charles, he dated her eldest sister, Sarah, in 1977.
Her parents divorced when she was 7, and it changed Diana forever.
In 1969, the family unit ruptured when Diana's mother left. she left her father for Peter Shand, an Australian wallpaper tycoon. What ensued was a courtroom and custody battle, and resulted in what her brother called an unhappy childhood. Diana and I had two older sisters who were away at school. Our father was a quiet and constant source of love, but our mother wasn't cut out for maternity. Not her fault, she couldn't do it. She was in love with someone else. Infatuated, really. Following an intense custody battle, the Spencer children lived with their father permanently. According to her brother, Diana felt abandoned by their mother. While she was packing her stuff to leave, she promised Diana she'd come back to see her. Diana used to wait on the doorstep for her, but she never came. However, the Diana Chronicles paints a more complicated picture. According to the book, Frances was shut out of the children's lives, with the doors of Park House literally closed on her. She never expected to lose her children, and would cry at the end of every Saturday visit. Charles, who was 2 when their parents divorced, said Diana was like a mother figure to him. She was the big sister who mothered me as a baby, and endured those long train journeys between our parents' homes with me on weekends. Diana's mother and her husband eventually settled on a small Scottish island, where she opened a gift shop. Diana reportedly didn't get along well with her father's second wife, socialite Rain Legg. Charles's children were not informed of their wedding, nor were they invited to the party, according to the Diana Chronicles.
As a girl, Diana played with her future brother-in-laws.
Diana was born in Park House, a 9-bedroom mansion located on the Queen's grounds at Sandringham. The house was built in 1863 by the Prince of Wales to accommodate overflow at his royal home, Sandringham House. When Queen Elizabeth II and her family were staying at Sandringham, they socialized with the Spencers. In 1987, Park House was converted into a 3-star hotel designed for travelers with disabilities. According to a review, guests are shown the bedroom where Diana was born.
She had other connections to the royal family, lots of them.
Even before Diana married into the royal family, she knew them intimately. Diana's family had multiple connections to the crown. Her brother, Charles, is Queen Elizabeth II's godson. Her father, the 8th Earl Spencer, was Queen Mary's godson. And her grandmother, Lady Fermoy, was a lady-in-waiting to the Queen Mother. When Diana was 14, her life changed abruptly. Her grandfather died, making her father the 8th Earl Spencer and heir to the family's home. But Old Hope was no ordinary home. The mansion had belonged to the Spencer family for over 500 years, since Sir John Spencer purchased it in 1508. The children rarely visited the big house as a family when the old Earl was alive. Growing up, they knew nothing about their heritage, Brown writes in the Diana Chronicles. The estate sits on 13,000 acres in the English countryside and contains 28 listed buildings and structures. The 100,000 square foot, 90-room mansion is just the start. Old Hope Park is occasionally open to the public. Today, her brother Charles lives there. It's also the site of Diana's grave.
Diana wasn't considered a good student and dropped out of boarding school at 16.
In 1970, when she was 9, Diana was sent to an all-girls boarding school. After 3 years, she went on to attend the Westheath boarding school for girls. School wasn't Diana's strong suit. Diana failed her O-level exams twice before dropping out of boarding school entirely at the age of 16. Afterwards, she attended Institut Alpenweidmanet, a Swiss finishing school known for its wealthy students. It was 17-year-old Diana's first time out of the country or on an airplane. It was around this time that she first met Prince Charles, who was then dating her sister, Sarah. Diana had a number of passions outside of school. She was a swimmer, a skier, a tennis player, and a pianist. Above all, she wanted to become a ballerina. However, at 5'10", she struggled to pursue the career.
Before meeting Charles, she was a kindergarten teacher and a cleaning lady.
When Charles meets Diana, she's living with friends in London and cleaning her sister's house for money, which was a normal part of life as a Sloane Ranger, the term for Diana's clique of upper-crust young people. Slumming it was part of the inverted cachet of the Sloane Ranger world, since it also announced that you didn't depend on your job for either money or status. When she was 18, she was a trust fund Cinderella, drifting through temporary work, low stress, undemanding jobs that drew on her agreeable demeanor.
If you enjoyed this video and want to get more royal content, please like and subscribe for more. Let us know in the comments who's your favorite royal family member and why.